Hello there everybody, my name is Masterofroflness. Welcome to another game of Planetary-Annihilation-Gamma. Today we have a 4-player free-for-all for you guys today, using only 1 planet and 2 smashable moons, which is a leg up considering that our last game we played in was a 6-player free-for-all, in which there was about 3 planets that were smashable and 3 moons that were smashable, and then I do believe there were 2 extra planets that were not smashable in total as well. So yeah, that was a very large map for a small amount of players, and it was a little bit annoying, I'd have to say, to watch, due to the fact that it was a lot of nothing. There was a lot of nothing most of the Planetary Annihilation match, and I do apologize for that. It's just hard to find a Planetary Annihilation match nowadays, especially a free-for-all match, which is something that I try to find when I'm scrummaging through the online games right now. It's probably because right now it's a school day for EST, or American Eastern Standard Time. However, I don't know, I feel as though there needs to be a lot of players, but there also needs to be more free-for-all games. I see a team battle or team army game every single, like, I don't know, minute or so go up, and honestly speaking, I don't like team army games because they're kind of like League of Legends, you know? When both of you guys are doing well, awesome, friendship is created. When you guys are doing poorly, friendship destroyed. So yeah, I don't wanna get my jimmies all rustled and feel a little bit salty. I can't feel salty. My sodium intake is way too high. Anyway, so these 4 players, I have no idea what these 3 other players, I have no idea what their skill level is. I currently don't know what my skill level is. It's probably below average, but these other players, I don't know what their skill level is, so I can't really say anything about that. Now, due to the fact that this is a tropical map, even though there's no massive oceans in sight, that means that there's going to be a lot of areas for basically expanding my base, now that I don't have to worry about any sort of boundaries or barriers, such as oceans or mini lakes, which is good. That's really good. Oh, my commander stopped producing. Whoops, I forgot to build the second bot factory. And by the way, we are going with the mechs, power plant, mechs again, and then bot factory afterwards, energy storage, and a couple power plants, then getting the second power plant build. Due to the fact that I like to spam out fabricators as fast as I can across the map, and get out a few doxes so that I can get a little bit of a pretty good military buildup going on for my units. I mean, it's always nice to have a few units on hand. You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. I hope I'm not talking to, like, a microphone right now. Oh, wait, I am. There. Whoops. I forgot about what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. So, yeah, let's get the commander, continue building some power plants. And you know what? Now we could probably go on to getting the tier 2 bot factory. So far, no opponents right next to me just yet. It's a little bit weird because usually in Planetary Annihilation, you would have at least one opponent right next to you. It's kind of like a rule of thumb. Like, you always have to expect that there's going to be someone right next to you. Otherwise, if you don't, then you're going to be attacked with 15 slammers and you'll have no idea where they came from and you're going to cry. Crying is bad. Alright, so far this area seems to be A-okay. Just need to build a radar right over here, so that I can see if there's anybody over there or maybe over here. No, just necessary precautions, that's all. Continue expanding my legion of fabricators. My legion. We are legion. You know what? We don't need any more fabricators going on to producing these advanced bot factory sort of structures. We kind of just need the rest of our fabricators to just chill out and save up the energy in the mexes that they have to produce even more mexes and energy plants. Heck, mex production is actually wonderful, so I might as well take these 2 off of the tier 2 bot factory and then go into metal, not metal production, but energy production. Or you know what, I'll just keep them. Why not? I mean, we are getting more and more power due to my commander actually building energy plants, which is good. It's a little bit weird that I haven't seen anybody yet, though. Seems like my rule of there's always going to be a player right next to you is a little bit stupid now that I think about it, considering that this entire map is right now defying that entire rule. That's mean. How dare you? How dare you defy my theory? Okay, so you know what? Let's get some doxes out. And with 2 bot factories producing doxes at a time, we should be A-okay. Right now, my metal is excellent. Good God, this is such a good sort of investment that I've made when it comes to spending most of my time with my fabricators building mexes. But you know what? I'm going to have to try and figure out what we can do with this tier 2 bot factory. I'm guessing that I'm probably going to go ahead and build an advanced fabricator. But if my opponents are right next to me, then I'm probably going to go ahead and maybe get some slammers or some gillies. That would be really good. Especially with a couple of T1 bot factories also supporting them. Yeah, that would be righteous. Because then I'll be able to own people left, right, and center with just a sheer amount of units, which is always good. Okay, good. This is done, and I haven't seen anybody yet, so let's just continue building fabricators instead of gillies and stuff like that. Yeah, so far it seems like everything is quiet on the western front, so I think I'm going to go ahead, build more laser towers, and then afterwards build out a missile tower. Now, then again, I'm saying that there's no opponent right next to me, but I do know that there are opponents who know about my location. Someone did scout out my base, so that's going to be a little bit of a problem. And hopefully it doesn't bite me in the butt later on in life. Heck, who knows? Maybe they're right in the direction where my doxes are going. That would be amazing. Let's get some T2 mexes now. In fact, actually my mex production is right now a-okay. So let's just get one of them, and then afterwards we can focus on more pressing matters. What the hell? Dude. Are you not going to build this? It's a little bit weird. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It was strange. Seems like my units were being interrupted by the advanced bot factory that was producing the advanced bot fabricator. So that's a little bit of a sucky dilemma, but oh well. Energy's pretty good, or is getting pretty good. Commander, continue building. What are you doing? In fact, you know what? Get yourself an air factory, and then afterwards just build more power plants. Build more power plants. Just keep building power plants. You can never go wrong with a few power plants. And you know what? I'm going to get some flat cannons actually around my base. Now the reason why I'm getting them so early is because of a multitude of reasons. Number one, air units are very, very popular in Planetary Annihilation, like I said beforehand. And two, the previous games that I've played, I've lost against air units. Either because I didn't have enough flat cannons, or he was able to attack me before I was able to even figure out that he had tier 2 up. So yeah, that sucks. That sucks big dongers, essentially. And you know what's funny? I was actually winning those games until, you know, fate came around and slapped me across the face like a little bitch. And then all of a sudden, bam, oh, gunships. Oh, wonderful. Oh, no, not even just gunships. Peregrines and gunships. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get some air defenses now before I cry. And then you guys will hear the recording of me crying, and then it'll be all over our / Planetary Annihilation, and I'll just, you know, cry even more. Cry. It'll be a never-ending cycle of tears. Tears. You know what? Let's get an orbital deep space radar, by the way. And let's also expand downward to this area, because it seems like no one's colonized this area yet, which is good. Ah, there's Orange's base. Aha. And that's the guy that actually scouted me out, so that's really good. We have a sizable force of doxes, but I think I'm going to take another direction with my next group of doxes, because I don't want him to predict where I'm going. And let's just have some defenses for my expansions. It's good. Continue building fabricators, and let's see, what else? What can you do? I guess you can go on vehicle factory production. And get some vehicle factories, actually. Okay, we've killed off a good amount of his mexes so far. Let's continue scouting him about. Spy planes are going to tell me where the opponents are, and oh wow, look at this scumbag. Okay, so you know what? Okay, let's get this. Let's get that. Let's get this. Let's get that. So a couple of missile towers, and then afterwards we'll get some laser towers, and then after we'll get some pelters. So I'm right next to Blue's base. Let's try to stop him from building now before he gets a little bit too powerful. Looks like these guys stopped producing some advanced energy plants. That's a little bit suckish. Take this guy out of the equation. Place my T2. I mean, not my T2, my T1 with T2 mexes. There we go. Let's also send down some units to my expansion over here. How are my doxes doing? They're doing pretty good. Okay. Just continue harassing Orange and starving him in metal production. I should actually build more turrets here now that our front line has expanded quite a bit. There is a laser tower over there, but I don't think that's his main base. If it is, then that would be a little bit awkward. Send out the pretties, the pretty butterflies. Go, go! You know what? We can get an orbital really fast because we definitely should, considering that the other players are probably going to rush orbitals. Okay, he knows what I'm doing. He knows. He knows of my dastardly plan. So you know what? Let's build some walls. Heck, you know what? Let's put the catapult. Yeah, let's be a huge dick right now. Oh, this is bad. There's a leveler. There's a leveler. Ooh, that's actually really bad. Is this Orange's main base? Let's check it out. Oh no, this is. Okay. It's already building out some Avengers. A little bit scary seeing some Avengers so early on into the game. In fact, not even early on. This is probably very late into the game. What am I saying? Okay. So if that's the case, let's build some nuclear weapons right now. And let's also build some fabrication bots. We need some more fabricators. We need to build a lot more. Let's send out my roving packs right now to probably Red. Red does seem to have a sizable base. Just try to work on this catapult as soon as we can, while we send down forces to help out my main troops. My main fabricator troops at the front line. Ooh. What do they have? They have a couple of high-tech units. Okay. A lot of tier 2. A lot of tier 2. Okay, so you know what? Let's get some fabrication aircraft. And then afterwards, what we're going to do is transition into a lot of peregrines. Even though, personally, I don't like using peregrines. Commanders, stay in the middle of this flat cannon. What was it? Arrangement. Because if you get out of the flat cannon arrangement, that would be really, really bad for business. Aha! It's time to you to get fucked over. Who's that? What is that? It's an anchor. Oh, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to build an umbrella. And what we're also going to do is build a couple of tier 3 laser towers. That should pretty much be it. We could build some more infantry. I almost said melee troops. My bad. But we could build some more vehicles, actually, to try and kick ass and chew bubblegum. Currently, I think I've done a pretty good job at attacking Orange's base over and over again. I attack Orange's base right now over here, though. So that would be awesome and righteous. Righteous! Well, it's going to take out the anchor. That's good. We have a bunch of towers to help us out in defending our base. Not our base, but our expansion over here. Can you feel the beat within my heart? Deal with my laser towers. Nah. Let's continue building catapults. Let's also build some anchors here. Yeah, that would be really good. This is actually really good. Really good for business. Okay, so we're both protected from orbital attacks and from air attacks, which is awesome. In fact, let's get some more missile towers, actually. Let's get lines of them. Fireflies are being destroyed all over the place. That's A-okay. It's weird how people are still doing this stupid turtle still. Like, look at this space. It's so small. It doesn't need to be this small. By the way, where's most of my energy going towards? Okay. back off these guys. Are you tier 2 yet? No, you're not. Okay. So, expand. Can you go over there and check out if anybody's expanded over there? I really do need to know. Oh, okay. Nobody. Alright. So we dominate the expansions right now, which is awesome. Wow, red. We just walked into your base. If we had a bunch of slammers, we'd be able to kill red, which is funny. Heck, let's assemble all my unit cannons and try to push that blue right now. I'm going to save up the nuke for something like, I don't know, a massive attack on red. But for now, let's get some bot factories. And like I said beforehand, we need to transition into advanced fabricators and some hummingbirds. Yeah, I've neglected my AA protection. I really have. But I'm going to step it up right now, which is good. Now, have they colonized the other moons yet? No? No. Alright, that's good. Let's try to now get some Hulkins out, and let's try to batter down Blue's base a little bit more. We're doing pretty good so far, but we need to seal the deal for now. Otherwise, we are going to lose this game. I remember I keep making my players, well, not the players, but my opponents, continue to live even after I know I have a clear advantage over them. And because of that, I just lose because I underestimate their ability to rebuild themselves. Which you can do really fast in Planetary-Annihilation. Like, that's something I love about Planetary-Annihilation. You can lose your entire base and then still rebuild yourself, and it's amazing. But for now, let's build some air factories over here. Just tier 2. I mean, not tier 2, but tier 1 air factories. Peregrines should be built right about now. And the nuke is about to come out. The unit cannons are coming forward and destroying Blue's base. That's awesome. Well, the Hulkins is being built, so that's nice. Ouch. Sorry, Red. All is fair in love and war. No! They have their own catapult? Are you serious? Where? Oh, shit. Check it out. Check it out. Come on, guys. Check it out. Oh, wait. The unit cannons are coming in. So it doesn't even matter anyway, but still, we gotta check and see where this other catapult is. Oh, okay. You know what to do? You know what to do, my men? Do it. Do it now. You know what? We'll take all these tier 2 units and we're going to actually build some mexes over here. You know what? If we kill the commander right now, it doesn't really matter what happens to our unit cannons because we're just going to be unstoppable and Blue's going to die, which is awesome. Not in real life, of course, but I do mean like Blue dying in this game, which is awesome. You know, Blue dying in real life? No, that's not awesome. That's actually very, very dickish. Okay, more expansions are needed, so I'm going to try and expand over here, try to take up more territory. Is Blue dead yet? Yeah, they're dead. Okay. Really? Oh, Red, you were such a pain. Okay, let's fire a nuke as soon as we can at Red. Heck, I should really fire it at Orange, but you know what? We gotta finish off Red first. Now let's see how Red's doing in terms of his base. So let's send out a massive scouting party. After which, what we're going to do is get on more peregrines. Now, what would this scouting party tell me? Will it tell me wonderful things about the new world? Yeah, about how dead Red is. Okay. Sorry, Red. I love you. You did good. You did good. You just, you know, sometimes life is hard. Sometimes you can't always get the marshmallows in the Lucky Charms bowl, okay? You're just screwed with all those stupid cereal flakes. And nobody likes those cereal flakes. Everybody gets Lucky Charms for the marshmallows. I don't know one person who gets them only for the cereal flakes. It's unknown to me at this point. It's strange, but none of the players are actually going for any of the planet smashable moons, which is a little bit weird, but oh well. Whatever. So yeah, turtling in Planetary Annihilation has its ups and downs, and depending on how well you play Planetary Annihilation, you can sort of counteract it. So for example, a player who turtles very, very well, like they're an experienced hardcore MLG YOLO swag turtler, will build out catapults really fast and build out Hulkins and other tier 2 defensive structures really, really fast and make it impossible for you to crack them. And try to win against you in a war of attrition while slowly taking over territories that used to belong to you, but now don't because you don't have the resources to keep up with them. That's kind of how a good turtler would play out Planetary Annihilation. But if you are a really good player in Planetary Annihilation, you can beat the turtler by simply expanding a lot, attacking often, but not stupendously retarded. So what I mean by that is you must attack, but don't throw your units into the meat grinder, so to speak. And also another thing, something that I've learned about Planetary Annihilation, in fact, you've seen this in the video, and I've said this time and time again, always build defenses. Always. Look at this defensive line, and never, ever let your opponent get the better of you. I mean, for God's sakes, I remember I like I said beforehand, I won a game. Like, it was clear that I won the game, and then afterwards I just lost because all of a sudden, bam, the opponent had a crap ton, and I do mean a crap ton of gunships and peregrines, and he only had one advanced air factory. The only reason why he was able to build that much gunships and peregrines was because I let him rebuild his entire army. And because I didn't expect him to attack me. So because of that, I didn't build defenses, and I also didn't finish him off. So remember to finish off your opponents, and remember to eat your vegetables, kids. Well, that's actually very important. But what I'm trying to say is always remember to build defenses, finish off your opponents, and then afterwards to what else? Build defenses, finish off your opponents. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and also keep in mind attrition and stuff like that. You know, you don't want to lose your units into the meat grinder. That's very bad. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this game though, guys. This was definitely a welcome, a huge welcome to me, honestly, to see just like a game in which I play it. You know, I play very well. I learn from my mistakes from the last games that I played, and you know what? I'm doing reasonably well. I've basically won the game, unless Orange has some MLG tactics that he's saved up, like an anti-nuke, which he's just used. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get out an anti-nuke. Yep, there we go. Okay, so I'm not letting Orange destroy me, which is awesome. See, I'm prepared. I am prepared. Oh, I'm Iron Man. Oh. You know what we're going to do, actually, is build up a ton of tier 2 advanced spot factories. Also, another thing that I like to reiterate, but it's a big core essential of Planetary Annihilation, and everybody should know it. Always expand, always build. More is better than less. Always is. There's never a case in Planetary Annihilation where less is better than more. I mean, why get 2 vanguards when you can get 100? Anyway, another nuke should be fired. Right over here. That's where the missile launcher is. Wow, right now the efficiency of my units is top notch. Now let's see if there's any orbitals that we still have. And we have a couple of orbitals. That's pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try and build a laser platform, maybe. Just in case I need to send it over to the other moons. Attack! Tally ho! Tally ho! Let's do some scanning with my fighters. Oh, will this be it? Yes, it is. Ba-bang! Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, look at this. Oh. There's the commander. There is the commander. Alright, so what I need to do is build up a bunch of nukes, actually. Right about now. Either that or I can build a bunch of crystals, and you know what? Crystals can work. Ooh, hold on. What is going on? That's my problem. Like, is he trying to escape with his commander? He is. Oh, that dick dastardly dog. Thank God we'll be able to destroy his teleporter, and now we'll push on in. Where are my slammers, actually? I remember sending them across the map. Ah, there you are. 65 guys. Wow. That's a lot. It's a lot of slammers. The slam jam. The slam jam is coming. Keep pushing, my men. Keep pushing. Yeah, without tier 2 units, your entire army would be crushed by now because of these laser towers. It's really, really annoying. Tier 3 laser towers. Most OP thing in the entirety of the solar system. I don't care what anybody says. Here, just fire the nukes, and let's see. There's a platform. Also, by the way, always try to test out new strategies and tactics that you can do in order to thwart your opponent. Because if your opponent remembers the same tactic you're going to use over and over and over again, then they're obviously going to win the engagement every single time because they're prepared. So more of the same strategy could be one aspect of you trying to change things up, and another thing could be changing your strategy up completely, or using all of the strategies that you have at hand combined. You know, possibilities are endless, essentially. Laser tower destroyed where? I'll remember that. I will remember that. Ah. The rebels are over there. So he's come to play, eh? Well, I have come to play too. I've come to slam and jam. Okay, how many units are in this group? Oh, not a lot, actually. Yeah, this is a very small force. Right now, if he thinks that he's going to get the upper hand, just because he has a few levelers, he has another thing coming, essentially, but oh well. There are a couple units right over there, so that's something I have to keep in mind. Oh wow, he's attacking me on all fronts. Smart guy indeed. In fact, maybe we should try and attack his invading forces right now. Deal with those first, and then afterwards we can just launch nuke after nuke after nuke at him. While we also build up a ton of forces here. So we'll have like separate armies all over our base actually, which would be really good for business. No, it doesn't matter how much of my economy he hits because I still have a lot of eco. But you know what? I gotta stop him because it's gonna be bad news bears if he gets the upper hand. Like I said beforehand, never let your opponent get the upper hand. Okay, send in the slammer jammers. And we can build a little bit more bot factory production. Or tier 2 bot factory production. Ooh. Let's send back some of my guys to help out. I'm going to send in a group of peregrines over to try and scout out and see if he has any more anti-nukes. So like I said beforehand, the nuking must continue. Okay, he has no more left. That's good. That is astoundingly good. He's trapped over here. That's awesome. Yeah, my slammers are going to come in and they're going to wipe the floor with him. What? He juked me. How dare he? Well, next time he will not. He will never juke me again. Do we have any more crystals? No, we don't. Okay. Was he still able to block that? Oh my god. Are you serious? That's crazy. Alright, let's just try to destroy his power plants right now. Yeah, let's just go in for a conventional attack. We destroyed all of his forces? Yes, we have. Okay. March on to Helm's Deep. Yeah, tier 1 bots, definitely not good against gunships. Okay, good, good. Power is getting destroyed. That's nice. Oh, are these his fabricators? Oh, how cute. Sorry, man. You'll have to die. Old dogs have to go to hell someday. He's using all of his production on the slammer jammers right now. And god damn it, he still has a ton of units left. Just like wrecking my base. I thought we dealt with these guys. Oh, god. That sucks. Oh, well. Okay, with the power plants now being destroyed, let's fire one more nuke. The vague hope that this will end him. Persistence is also a goal here. Like, it really is one of the most important things you can do in Planetary Annihilation. If you don't persist, then your opponent will try to find a way to basically win. Like, look at this. Look how many vanguards you can get out. Even though he only has one factory and almost no production. And that's because he has so many fabricators working on his one little building. And that's something to keep in mind, that all it takes is a couple of fabricators and then you're good. Anyway, these guys are going to be pushed back. Instead, actually, we can bypass all of them. We can go for this, and we can go for this. And that's why always build flat cannons around your commander. This entire event over here was basically the same thing that's happened to me over and over and over again on countless occasions. I didn't have enough flat cannons, and the gunships were able to roll in, ignore the pain, and just destroy the commander. And it always happens. It's crazy. Like, you just gotta always build flat cannons. That's why I have this commander around all these flat cannons, because I know from experience that holy shit. Holy shit. If you do not have flat cannons around your commander, you're gonna die. Anyway, good games to my opponent, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.